I made it to the Texas State Capitol. Here I am in Austin, and I'm about to finally check out the Texas State Capitol, which is the largest capitol in the United States. And like always, I'm going to start with the Capitol grounds. They have a few memorials, and I'll say that this is the livest Capitol that I've been to. And what I mean by livest is there's so many people outside the Capitol hanging out, trying to visit in the Capitol, so I only can imagine what it's going to look like once I go inside the Capitol on a Saturday. So let's go ahead and check out the Capitol grounds. So like all things in Texas, the Capitol grounds are pretty large, and it's a good place to walk around. It's a good entrance into the Capitol. There's plenty of memorials if you want to walk around the grounds and start there and look at the memorials. And then, like many of the capitals that I've been to, it's under construction, or there's some type of preservation that's going on, and so I'm going to find out what's going on about that. So I am here on a Saturday, but this is the first Capitol that I visited that actually has a visitor's line that I have to stand in order to get in. So like I said, it's going to be very live. At least that's what I'm anticipating. Okay, so I made it. I got in the line at 1:30, and it's now 1:36. You have to go through some metal detectors in order to go through in order to come into the building. And a public tour actually just started at 1:30, but the tour is pretty thick. There's a lot of people in it, so I'm not sure if I want to go through the public tour unless I need to find the public tour later, because only the public tour can get into some region of the Capitol. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go ahead and get my recording of all the floors and get my selfie under the rotunda.
Earlier in the video, I said the Texas State Capitol was the largest state capitol. The Texas State Capitol has 360,000 square feet of floor space, not including its Capitol extension, which makes it the largest capitol. However, it's not the tallest capitol. That title goes to Louisiana. As I made my way around the Texas State Capitol, I couldn't help but to feel disappointment. I mean, it was open to visitors, but almost every room was locked, including the Senate and House of Representatives chambers and galleries. I don't know if that was because of the construction going on, or if they are always locked for anyone who takes a self-guided tour. So I asked the tour guide if they at least opened the chambers for tour groups, and I was told no. This means anyone who goes to the Texas State Capitol is essentially only going to get a chance to walk around empty halls. Other than a few symbolic pictures here and there, the only worthy displays that somewhat gave the Capitol any character were the portraits of prior governors around the rotunda and the old portraits of prior Senate and House of Representative members in their respective wings on the ground floor. That said, the Texas State Capitol has 4 floors, including the ground floor, but not including the Capitol extension that was added in 1993. Starting on the first floor, the rotunda and the dome itself was at least one great sight to see. From the first floor and above, you can look up and see the Texas star in the middle of the dome. It measures 8 feet from point to point. The dome itself is not open for public tours. Also on this floor, you'll find the old Treasurer's business office, which today serves as the Capitol Information and Guide Service. And you will also find a rather uneventful room which houses an agricultural museum. The Historic Secretary of State's office on this floor is actively used by the Secretary of State, but again was locked and inaccessible for public tours, much like most other rooms. On the second floor, you'll find the Governor's Public Reception Room, the entrance to both the House and Senate chambers, and the Legislative Reference Library, which again were all closed. And on the 3rd floor, you'll find the old Supreme Court, again, locked and closed. So that was the trip. I didn't even get a chance to see the House and Senate chambers from the House and Senate gallery. The trip was short, but definitely not sweet. But at least I get to say that I checked one more Capitol off my list. I guess you gotta take the good with the bad. The next Capitol tour is going to be of the Mississippi State Capitol. So if you're interested in seeing that video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Until then, thanks for watching. And always remember, be safe and go travel. You have everywhere to go see.